What's up everyone? Welcome back to Mig's Garage, and today we're going to be installing a Seibon carbon fiber hood and a carbon fiber trunk lid. So let's get right to it. I'm going to start by removing the windshield washer nozzles. Let's go ahead and remove those, which shouldn't be that hard. It's essentially, let's see if I can get in here and take a look at this. There's one here, and there should be one over here as well. We're going to be taking those out and transferring them to the new hood. There's a couple of clips here. There's a couple of clips here that I'll be removing. I haven't looked at the new hood and see if there's one there, but regardless, we will be removing them. So let's take them out. Okay, so let's go ahead and remove this clip here. Don't want to break it. So how do I take this out here? Going blind in my old age. Okay, that's really it. From what I can see, everything's off. So let's go ahead and see if we can get this thing unbolted. All right, time to unbolt. So it looks like it's two 10 mil bolts. I'm gonna attempt this myself. Got one here. I'm gonna loosen the second one, but not take it off fully. Okay, leave that there for now. That bolt. Pull the other one off. Yeah, once I take this bolt, this bad boy is going to go. So I'm just going to try to put a hand back here. Whoop, whoop. Not lose it. Okay, that fell off. All right, so now we're all unbolted. All right, she's not going anywhere. We'll take this, take the prop off, put that down where it's supposed to go, and I should be able just to grab this hood and lift it and not scratch anything. All right, good. And we're off. Good. Hood's officially off. Pretty easy. Kind of. A little bit easier if I had two people, but you do what you got to do. Okay, hood's off now. Got the new hood ready to go. Let's see if we can get this thing mounted without it being too difficult since I'm by myself. So let me go grab it, and I got it ready to go here. The hood has some wooden feet bolted to it, so that way as I'm putting it in, I don't have to worry about the edges getting beat up a little bit. Right, I'm gonna put it right there. Okay, I'm gonna shift you, put you in place really quick here. All right, so far, okay. Okay, so I got the in place. There's no hood prop. Apparently, this must be. Is it opposite for the? Okay, so let me get a. The hood prop was over here. Now it's on this side, which I'm not understanding why, but it's okay. I will adjust if needed. Okay, so let me get a pull to hold this up because I don't have a way to put the hood prop on. Maybe I missed a step or something. Okay, so got a little hood prop here. It's just a pole, painter's pole. Let me see if I can, this will help us put it up here. All right, that'll work. Let's go ahead now and take the plywood they attach to the edges off so we can bolt the hinges on. All right, so now that we've gotten the plywood off on the left side here, I'm just going to actually put up one of the bolts temporarily. Then I'm going to go on this side, take the plywood off, line it up a little bit here, making sure that pole doesn't fall off, put one of the bolts up. Okay, now that we got bolts on both sides, I'm going to use the bolts that came with the hood. I'm going to put another one here. I'm going to put another one on the right side here, get it tightened up. And then put the other one in, and then go back to the left side here and actually put the correct bolt in. I had the factory one temporarily, and it looks like they're both in. And now that we've got them in, I'm just going to take this little, they put a little brace in the front here, and then see if it latches. Since the nozzles, since the windshield washer nozzles are blue, I'm gonna actually not put them back in for now. I'm gonna order some just non-painted ones, maybe some black ones. I don't want to put this on the top, so we'll just tie up the tubes temporarily, order some, and then when I get them in, we'll put them in. So not a big deal. I don't drive this thing in the rain anyway, so we'll just keep these out for now and put better ones in. All right, it's in. I was able to adjust the latch a little bit. It just needed to be adjusted so it could actually close. And looks great. I'm pumped on the fitment. It's really looking sharp. I love the vents. Let's go up a little bit. Take a look at this. Pretty cool, I think. Let's take a look at it from the front. Front is, for me, the money shot. Yeah, looks dope. Pumped. Looking good. Yeah, there it is. Seibon carbon fiber hood makes a nasty product. That's done. Let's head over to the trunk. Okay, so got the hood on. Now we're gonna do the trunk lid. So let's go ahead and pop the trunk lid and get the Seibon duckbill trunk lid installed. And let's do it. This one's gonna be a little more complicated because it's got an actuator on the trunk lid. I'm gonna have to remove it before I can install it. So let's get some of the removals done, is our next step. All right, so let's actually take some of the factory screws and clips off of the wires. So this has got some, just the wires, this is for the trunk release actuator, so I'll have to remove that, and then I'll have to actually remove the actuator, which is right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and unbolt that. Let's go ahead and unclip it, or take the wire out first before we unbolt. Okay, so that's all out. Easy, put that down. All right, now let's go ahead and unbolt the latch, which looks like they're two 10mm bolts. Unbolt all of these, remove it, and then reattach it to the new trunk lid. Just gotta unhook the factory key, trunk lid key, which I will not be putting back in. Okay, and we're officially out, so now I just gotta put this on the new one. So let's do it. Now it's time to unbolt this bad boy. Let's do it. I'm gonna use actually my ratchet manually instead of using my using my impact gun. Just I don't wanna break any bolts. And it's just 4 bolts and we're out. Let's take the last 2 bolts out. Just like I did in the hood. I'm gonna not take it all the way until I get both bolts out. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this one out, hold it. I don't want it to ding up. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put that screw back in. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a piece of, grab my fender cover. I'm gonna put my fender cover here. I'm gonna let this thing rest on the fender cover so it won't scratch it, and just take this one off by hand. And then I can remove it. There we go, and we're off. All right, so now let's put the new one in. I'm gonna do the same thing I did the other one, and just rest that on my fender cover. I'm gonna rest that on my fender cover. Put 1 bolt in loosely. I'll just use the factory one for now. And then pull this one up and put another one in to give it just a little holding for now. Perfect. And now we're in. We're gonna use the factory ones, which are a lot longer. Okay, put you there, already got one in there, put the other one on. And the good news is it's already got somewhat of an adjustment on the factory ones. Doesn't mean it's perfect, but it can help you line it up. Again, it may not be 100% accurate. Now I'm just gonna give it a little bit of a, I'm not gonna put them in all the way, but I'm gonna give it a little bit tighten, so I may have to adjust. Okay. Now, very important, do not shut this trunk lid because it has no manual release and it doesn't have a keyhole. So the only thing that's going to open this bad boy is a actuator. So let's make sure that I don't make that mistake. Let's make sure I don't make that mistake and close it without having it plugged in. So I'm going to do it right now. I've read some nightmares of people actually closing trunk lids and not being able to open it. And I don't want to be that person. And I'm not cutting this bad boy. It wasn't cheap. So, okay. There we go. Now, we just have to plug it in. And I'm actually gonna reattach these. I took them out for no reason. Okay, so the trunk lid's in. I do wanna put just a little bit of a backup release in case the actuator goes bad, because I've been actually doing a little research and I see that sometimes the actuators break for whatever reason. And if the actuator breaks, there's no keyhole on the trunk lid, so I can't just unlock it with the key. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that same arm that the key solenoid was attached to, and I'm actually going to tie a piece of just wire, all right? And I give it a tug, it actually unlatches it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in split loom, not tighten it a tremendous amount because it's got to be able to move. and I'm just going to run it down here, and I'm going to put it over here underneath behind the panel. I'm not going to make it loose or anything like that. I'm not going to have it accessible, but if for some reason the actuator fails, at least I can pull a panel off and I can give this a tug and unlatch. So let's try it out. Let's see if it works, because I'm sure I got a lot of haters out there thinking that it's not going to work. So I'm just going to run it through here for now. Okay, so let's do a little bit of a test, right? Again, I just tie wrapped this wire to the arm that the solenoid, the key solenoid was attached to, and let's see if it opens it manually. I'm just going to leave it hanging out here. Close the trunk. Okay, so now it's closed officially. Okay, let's see if I give it a tug. Okay, works. I'm going to do it. Now, I in the past, when I've installed aftermarket actuators on trunk releases, I've actually had to add a cable to it, like one of the bike brake cables, and that actually works really well too. But I don't have any right now, and this is really just in case the factory actuator goes bad in the trunk lid. So I'm just going to use the wire here that I tied to the arm, and I'm going to put some split loom around it, and I'll just attach it to the same spot that the wire comes up right now, and just snug it on there. I'm not going to make it really tight, because I don't want it to put too much pressure, because otherwise it defeats the purpose. I need it to actually move. I'm going to run it, and I'm going to tuck it behind my seat over here, and I have a manual way of unlocking my trunk in case I have some failure with the actuator. All right, just as I finish bolting this up, I do have to take one of the trunk lid tensioning bars out, which I already took out, but it's the one that essentially goes across the trunk lid that grabs one of the arms. It's got two. It's got one on this arm attached there, one on this arm attached here. So I just took one out, because otherwise the thing, once I unlatched it, it flew up, and I have a feeling it's going to end up cracking the carbon fiber. So with one out, it actually does pretty good. I can leave it, it's not perfect, but I'd rather it be light open versus it coming crashing open and cracking. So now that I've done that, time to clean it all up, get it a little bit tighter, and then we're done. Okay, she's officially done on. Let's take a look at it and see how it looks. I love it. Love the angle. Let me just do a little bit. Let me actually go down and look at it from underneath, because you can see better. You can see it now better, how much of a lip it does. Pretty cool. Seibon trunk lid with a duck bill. They have two versions. One that's like the factory with the integrated light, and one without. And this one, by far, I think is the best one for sure. Just a good little angle there, see. Nice carbon fiber finish. Looking pretty good. I'm loving it. The good news is that I'm keeping it indoors, so it shouldn't fade. Got that carbon fiber. I'm gonna have to paint this little panel in between here black, get a carbon fiber top, and then we got the carbon fiber hood, so looking good. Pumped. right, that's it. Trunk lid's in, hood's in. Seibon trunk lid, Seibon hood installed, done. Hopefully you like my video, like and subscribe. I got actually more stuff. In fact, got an exhaust waiting to go in. So that'll be done probably this weekend. So watch out for the next video, and thanks for watching.